Hey everybody, this is Horrific, and we are back with more The Expanse, a Telltale series. This is going to be the third video in this series, so let's go. Mausoleum, mining
If you
station
are
in the belts.
receiving this message, it means you've found us at last. You've come, and with you comes the next great step in the evolution of humanity. We have been preparing for your arrival for years, perhaps centuries. We have been patient. We know you have much to teach us. If you can hear my voice, whoever you are, welcome home.
Interesting.
It just repeats after that.
Who was that?
The head of the station, presumably.
More like a cult.
Sounds more like a cult leader to me. Someone who flew too far from home. Generations ago, millions of Earthers tried to set up mining stations in the belt. Some of them lasted. Some died off right away. And some of them, no one knows.
Still, a station this large, uncharted, and seemingly uninhabited? It's like nothing I've heard of.
What did the initial scans tell us?
None of the scanners penetrate past the first level, but there are no heat signatures, no activity except this broadcast. Looks clear.
But who brought the core here?
Maybe. But we don't know who stashed it here. Or who else they might have told about it.
Not to mention, how the fuck are we gonna find it in there? The place is massive.
There was a line in the coordinates. Something about the first ones.
Fuck does that mean?
Won't know till we get inside. Arlen, Rayan, stay on the ship. Be ready to burn hard if there's any activity on the radar.
Sure thing, boss man. Good hunting.
Maya and I will head inside and search around.
Cap! Be careful in there.
Don't tell me what to do.
Exactly how old is this place?
Too old to be on any maps. Maybe 100 years?
Damn.
Alright, let's go, I guess.
This is fucking strange.
Or not.
Let's search for the command center.
Found it! Over here.
Okay, let's have a look.
I've never seen helmets this old. Crazy that people used to wear these into the vacuum.
So yeah, I have no idea what's going on. None of this is covered in
An
books or the
entire
show.
station, completely abandoned. I can't even imagine what could have happened here.
Maybe we'll find out. As long as it's on the way to finding the MK core. The station is ancient, but the nav beacon is new tech.
Alright, let's have a quick look about, see if we can spot anything else. Doesn't look like it.
The aux power is on these breaker boxes. This sector is now powered. There are 3 total. Each should have its own control room like this.
3 sectors. I'll go ahead to find the control centers in each one. You keep scanning the servers for any leads.
Fine. Have the fun to yourself.
I'll call you once I power up the next sector.
Alright, let's, what's this?
The idea of exploring this whole station doesn't appeal to me. But whoever said riches came easy.
Yeah, it's really quite odd, isn't it? I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Expanse, but what the hell is that? It's an alien.
There's a dead body here. He seems almost posed.
That's weird. Do you think it's related to the core?
Don't know. I'll keep searching around. The last one? Huh. What does this mean?
I leave this message having surrendered this sector to the vacuum to preserve my body for what comes next. Trust Dalton, trust the signal. We will live again. The last one. Alright.
Okay. This group called itself the Cassiopeia Collective. Landed here in 2226. They were an unlicensed settler community from Earth.
What happened to them?
No clue. Nothing good, by the looks of it.
Okay, do we need to connect the breakers? Connect junction boxes.
Cox was right. We're about to hit the greatest score a scavenger has ever come across.
That's what he said.
So, what do you plan to do with it? The money, I mean.
I'll head back to Ceres.
You want to go back to the station where there's a bounty on your head?
With this money, I can make the bounty disappear.
What happens if we connect
How?
this way?
By going to war
Oh,
with
too
Dawes?
late. Can't change it.
By making him irrelevant. I'm going to build an OPA that actually helps hunters.
I should have thought about that before I just went for it, but never mind. Keep out. Okay, this place is big. Why do my legs look so short?
Falota.
It's a mummy.
Drummer? What happened?
Dead bodies. Many of them.
Many mummies.
I'll head to the power. Then we can investigate it together.
Now you want to include me? Fantastic.
Oh, keep your shirt on, come on.
So what about you? What are you going to do with your share?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Falota, you must have some idea. Want to buy one of those Martian mountain ranges? Set up an estate there.
You know what my favorite view of Mars is? When I can cover it up with my thumb. Maybe I'll buy the Artemis off Khan. You can call me captain for a change.
Ah, this ship has had enough mutinies already.
Okay, that's a drawing of corpses, I guess. Yep. And aliens. I don't know. I don't know. Aliens.
I'm not familiar with the Dalton principle.
The Dalton Principle.
Something tells me it's not exactly accepted science.
Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is estimated to be 87,000 light years in diameter. Out of 100 billion planets, 300 million have the properties for life. This is known as the Goldilocks zone. According to Fermi's paradox, intelligent life must have developed in our galaxy. Without bacteria or oxygen exposure, human bodies can remain free from decomposition indefinitely. Due to Moore's law, we can predict that medical technology will grow more efficient every year. This makes the potential for advanced alien civilizations or further human civilizations limitless. Taken all together, the Dalton Principle states the resurrection of infected corpses in stasis by an advanced civilization, human or alien, is a question of when, not if. Okay, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Eventually something might find you.
Next life goals. Strange lesson for children. Or anyone.
Fight the bacteria, ride a spaceship, become Secretary General, eat ice cream. I like that one. Is there some sort of virus on this place? There must be, right? Cadaver.
Bodies in the vacuum don't decompose. Guess that was the lesson.
It kind of looks like a sex doll, doesn't it? Like, it's so... Alright. Okay. An open door here.
These aren't just coffins. They're designed to keep corpses in stasis, virtually forever.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want, like, space bugs eating them, do you? It's a joke. I know there's no bugs in space.
Looks like they were pulling walls off the station to fashion these caskets. Big pagal.
All of this planning and effort, just to prepare for their own deaths. This feels like grave robbing. Even more so than usual.
I know. But just think of the historical value. These were some of the first people to try and survive out here.
Does historical value pay well?
Beats me.
Probably not.
Reading this message, you'd hardly know they've given up on surviving and are putting all their hope in.
From Logan Dalton, subject recyclers. By unanimous vote, the Casapiola Collective has decided to decommission all biomass recyclers and break them apart for materials. We thank all collectivists who participated in the hearing and look forward to a bright future ahead. Subject Phase 3. We've entered Phase 3 of the realignment plan laid out in last month's collectivist assembly. All regular mining operations have been suspended. Mining employees, please report to your posts at regular call to be reassigned. Management will communicate new plans for breaking down and repurposing construction materials. Once a suitable amount of material has been collected, we will commence Phase 4 to begin construction of stasis coffins. Designs have been posted in the comms hub for comments before next month's assembly. Okay. So they all decided to just, like, collectively die? New mission log. The station began as a mining operation, difficult work with low profit margins at the best of time. By the time people started dying of disease, the collective was likely stranded with little money and no way to mine enough resources as their population got sicker. No wonder this group set their sights on other means of escape. Mars was running analysis of the solenoid technology that the Belt stole. Why would they be attempting to reverse engineer their own design? Maybe the Belt was on board the League gun, weren't thieves. Maybe they were engineers, contractors who created a technology that they knew they would never profit from and the Belt could never afford. They tried to share their work with the people who needed it most, and they were killed for it. Okay. Can we check that room? Obviously, I don't think it's proto-molecule, because that's not found in the timeline till, like, Phoebe. So... turn on the power. Okay, so is that back at the hub? Or is that from here as well?
You weren't kidding. It's like a crypt. I thought Belters recycled their dead.
We do. We don't get to be sentimental. We use every ounce of every resource we have. It's how we survive.
So what do you think happened here?
Went mad?
Maybe the people here were abandoned and went mad. Who knows what else we might find?
Dear God.
I don't think there's a god out here.
There's no sign of the core yet. I'll check the server here. Keep me posted on any more excitement you find.
Okay, let's keep on keeping on. Alright. As Matthew McConaughey would say. 22 weeks 12. I mean, it kind of looks like nonsense.
I'd never let this happen to me. I've got my recycler all picked out.
Alright, let's have a look. Recorder.
I submit this recording alongside the station's medical records for future study.
Huh.
Oh,
All these poor Sabakawalas, staring at the abyss for eternity.
I submit this recording alongside the station's medical records for future study. Though I take less faith than Dalton in foreign visitors, I have hope our tragedy will prove instructive to the burgeoning field of extraterrestrial immunology. The pandemic which decimated this station began as a standard
COVID.
Mycobacterium tuberculosis infection. I contend it was our antibiotic air filters which provoked the initial evolutionary surge. But it was the children born to this station whose stunted immune systems provided the fatal breeding grounds. I did all I could. In truth, we all did. But we had no chance.
okay.
They were taking supplements to combat living in microgravity.
Wonder if it's the same stuff we take.
I doubt it. The only reason we survive now is because of what we learned from settlements like this. I'd never let this happen to me.
Oh, yeah.
I've got my
Said that.
recycler all picked out.
The hand of the king are the hands of the healer, and so shall the rightful king be known. In loving memory, Dr. Amneen Jahani. Now that you are lost, we all are.
Looks like the medic was well liked.
It's
So you're
less
heading
exciting
back
than
to
aliens,
sea
isn't it?
And leaving the Artemis without a captain?
I suppose that's true.
Damn. I think I might, miss you or something.
I will miss you too.
Oh, for fuck's sake. At least call me a well-walla, or tell me how you can kick my Martian ass.
I will miss kicking your ass, well, Walla.
Okay, I think we do
Thank
actually
you.
need to be careful, and I think they're dead ends. So we want to make sure we're actually going the right way. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't seem like there's anything connected to these offshoots. God, words are hard, right? No, see? So disconnect. There we go. And then this one. Okay. Well, I proved my theory, so that's the important thing. Spinny, spinny gravity. Well, no gravity, even. Okay, I'm gonna have to fly down. Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of hoping we'd find aliens, but I don't think
Looks
aliens...
different from the coffins in the upper sectors. Maybe they built it in the early days, before they ran out of supplies.
Was Logan Dalton of the Dalton theory or whatever, right? So it must be based on him. Yeah, I don't think aliens exist in, like, you know, the normal fashion in the Expanse universe.
Got some mining charges here. Looks disarmed.
Wait. How much do they look disarmed?
Disarmed enough. You clearly haven't handled many explosives.
Guilty as charged.
Alright, so that looks like it's the power, but we can't flip that on yet. We got this doodad. That's nothing. And we got this doodad.
Another nav beacon.
We must be getting close to the core.
Somebody else has been here, that's what I think. Pirates. Mercenaries. Mormons. I don't know. There is a big thing about Mormons in the Expanse, so, you know. Circuit board, collect. And we're gonna have another load to go through. But we'll turn this on, we'll see what happens.
Hey, with all this alone time you've given me, I've been thinking about something. Whatever this treasure is, the one thing we know is that it will change everything. No more scavenging, no more running.
That's the hope.
The thing is, I think if I had all the money in the world to do anything I wanted, it would be doing this. With you. Okay, not this exactly, but working with you to help build a better future for the Belt. I want to be a part of it. If you'll have me, I mean.
I'd be lucky.
I'd be lucky to have you. So would the OPA. As long as you're sure that's what you really want.
I want to be a part of something that matters.
Jesus. Mummies!
Holy shit, this is beautiful.
Is it? I mean, in a weird way, I guess. Horrifying. Some would say
It would be
horrific.
beautiful if it wasn't filled with dead Belters. That shape at the bottom. I recognize it from the coordinates.
That's promising. Let me check the server for this sector, then I'll meet you down there. Okay, here's something. The sector's thermoscanner reports biometric presence. There must have been someone here.
Still is, but look at it.
They're still here!
Coming down!
No, stay back. Try to get eyes. My name is Camina Drummer. I don't know who you are, but...
I know who you are! You're the pirate JP sent to take me out! Lousy in your scum! But you'll never find that sample!
Oh,
Maya!
I see him. He has you pinned down. I'll try to direct you from up here. Okay, he's coming up on the left.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
let's try and do better on this. Actually pay attention to...
You got him! But I don't think he's down. I lost visual.
Maya!
Wait! He's charging! Your left, now!
Always on the left. It's a shame. We could have tried to talk to him.
Wrist terminal broken. And he was running low on oxygen.
The hypoxia must have made him disoriented. He seemed to confuse you for someone else. JP?
What was that pirate ship called that we had interactions with earlier? I can't remember.
His oxygen was so low, I don't think he even knew who he was shooting at.
I know he just tried to kill you, but... poor guy.
Wonder what this guy was doing down here.
Let's look around. He was obviously here for a while. Maybe he...
Matix, I dug up my old grad school notes. According to the epidemiology professor, there was an early Belter settlement at these coordinates that died out a century ago. Can you get us there? Let me know and I'll coordinate with my UNN contact. I will grab you later to discuss. Strickland's been watching me so closely since the announcement. We have to move fast. Ray.
There's a message on here.
You stole something from me. Luckily for you, my desire to see it returned is greater than my desire for revenge. This will be your only chance. Say I was open to it. My partner has other ideas. We know. She's already contacted the UN and their Shinabi. Luckily, some pirates got to them first. Pirates? Are they? Don't worry about them. Just send me your location and hold tight. However you deal with your partner, my men will clean it up. This is why I love Earthers.
So this man stole the MK core, brought it out here with his partner.
His partner, who must be around here somewhere. Maybe they have the core.
Maybe. Anything down here? Ooh, disorientation. Oh. Going deeper underground. The wolf will live with the lamb, the leopard will lie with the goat, and the children will lead them unto salvation. Future traveller, we lay our beloved children before you. If you be healer, heal. If you be miracle worker, work. If you be passer through, pass through and go in peace. The Cassiopeia Collective. Okay. I guess they kept the kids separate. Yeah, it's pretty deep, bruv.
Oh God. The first ones. They're all
Children. It's a children's tomb.
I guess they were all like expecting to be resurrected in like thousands of years or
They
whatever.
buried
right?
their children here first. Couldn't bear the thought of recycling them.
Then they couldn't bear the thought of being separated from them either. So here they are.
Here they are.
Coffin map. Tomb of the Unburied. This coffin stands in memory of the first children lost to the illness that ravaged our station. Their bodies were tragically recycled before our minds were awakened to the greater purpose. Although they are lost, we hold them in our hearts forever. Okay.
So these people stole the core and ran here. And they hid their prize.
In a fucking children's tomb.
I mean, is it really any worse than like a normal tomb? Come on. I don't know. Like, dead folks are dead folks, right?
Some of the first children born in the belt, and this is the fate they suffered.
They were abandoned, but at least they weren't forgotten.
Here.
What do you think happened?
Shot.
Let's find out.
Okay. Let's look at the recorder first, I guess.
I have compiled evidence to show why this substance presents such a novel set of risks. I now truly believe we may be looking at an eschatological event. I thought I could deliver this sample to the right hands and develop an antidote, but I underestimated many things. All that matters is that I destroy the sample and pray the same will be done to the rest of this cursed substance.
Bullet wound?
So they stole the MK core and brought it here. But then our security guard turned on his partner and shot her?
Seems right.
Hand terminal. 10th August, I commence this diary for the benefit of future histories. I believe we embark on a biomedical revolution, rivaled only by the advance of synthetic nitrogen and CRISPR, non-Sebia sed omnibus. 11th August, I know this is the discovery of a millennia, but some of my fellow researchers have lost the plot. All they want to do is scale up the testing. Idiots. We have the potential to eradicate cancer, reverse cellular decay, bolster immunity against all infections. Must keep our focus. August 22nd, the situation has grown tenuous. Dresden appears to have lost all sense of process and propriety. Rumour is that he's pushing a cognition enhancement modifier on junior researchers as a means of advancement. If he tries that shit on me, he will find an enhancement up his ass. 2nd of Sept, ask Strickland what he knows about the other teams here. No response. I know we're not the only ones on this project. What research are they hiding? Would they be insane enough to develop it as a weapon? The data are clear. This thing can't teach us so much about biology, but it isn't ours to control. It can teach us, sorry. Dresden wants to talk about human testing now. What the fuck? I can't even begin to account for the ethical dumpster fire that presents at this stage. Maybe that's why he's busy with his enhancement lobotomies. The lab is being shut down, resources to be transferred to other projects. For what horrors I can only imagine how to respond. My credentials got me into this lab one last time. I took the call. I saw some of Strickland's new projects too. Dear God, those people. I bribed a guard, Matix, to smuggle out the core and get us off Phoebe. My contacts at the UNN promised to set me up with new research team. Somewhere no one can find us. Maddox's buddy dropped us off at an abandoned settlement. We were supposed to rendezvous with a UNN Urshanabi days ago. No message, no response. What was I thinking? If the UNN can't handle this, there's nowhere safe. It must be destroyed. Matix might protest, but I will convince him. He's a simple man, but not impervious to reason. Just need to find a furnace that burns hot enough. Okay, so they're clearly talking about protomolecule. Dresden was like the lead researcher of the protomolecule. Strickland worked in conjunction with Mao.
Looks like the scientist contacted the UNN, and they sent over the Urshanabi.
But they weren't able to stop the word from leaking out.
If you haven't seen the show or the book or read the books, basically a alien sample called the protomolecule was found, and then they used it to start doing experiments on the human, which led to mutations and other weird things. Confidential, do not duplicate. All individuals handling this information are required to protect it from unauthorized disclosure. Handling, storage, reproduction, and disposition of the attached document must be in accordance with acceptable regulations. Experiment singular cell testing. Research lead Dr. Ray. It's clear that sample is encoded with instructions and that those instructions are unknown, perhaps unknowable. Exposure to human biomass seems to activate it, although exposure to other replication mechanisms have proven effective as well. Most attempts to break down the sample's molecular bonds, exposure to solvents, disinfectants, and freezing temperatures have failed. Exposure to extreme high heat has shown some efficiency. Experiment 1, cellular exposure. 2, cellular wall degeneration. And 3, cellular replication. Experiment was terminated early when replication continued outside of expected parameters. Experiment 10-7B, Belter, unknown origins. Duration of infection 4 to 6 days, results fatal. Okay, research lead Dr. Strickland. Abstract. The sample is highly transmissible and with proper exposure maintained a 100% infection rate. A greater amount of biomass is needed in order to further understanding the sample's encoded instructions. Experiment 1. Subject was exposed to sample via cotton swab. Symptoms began within 3 hours. Subject was moved to exam room 4. Experiment 2. Subjects were exposed to sample via cotton swabs, then immediately put through decontamination procedures. Subject showed no symptoms. Immediate decontamination may be effective in the event of accidental exposure to staff. Experiment 3. Subjects were housed in exam room 4 with subject 1. Transmission began within hours. Subjects complained of disorientation, fever, and vomiting. After 4 days, chest and stomach pain were the primary symptoms. The subjects showed a pronounced aversion to the station's overhead lighting. Hibernation ensued shortly thereafter. Okay.
The MK core isn't a treasure. It's a weapon.
What kind of weapon?
I don't know.
Alien.
Something alive. And fucking dangerous.
This is just what we've
The
read.
MK core isn't a treasure. It's a weapon.
What kind of weapon?
Yeah, we got that, drummer.
I don't know. Something alive. And fucking dangerous.
Look.
Guess they stashed it before they had their fight. It's not in here.
Okay. Yeah.
Looks like the scientist contacted the UNN, and they sent over the Urshinabi.
But they weren't able to stop the word from leaking out. So the MK core is some kind of organism.
I don't know.
Aliens.
And neither do the scientists studying it.
And yet this company is pouring endless amounts of money into it. They're willing to kill to keep it secret, and now they're running human tests.
Not humans. Belters.
They were tricked.
Belters who were lied to. Or tricked into agreeing to this, assuming they were given a choice at all. Fucking inners. They found a weapon they didn't understand, and they brought it out here to play with.
That's horrible.
It's nothing new. Just like Anderson Station. The Laguin. Even these people. Left out here to die. Just another chapter in the story.
Got something. Ready? We found it.
And now we're going to destroy it.
Alright, cool.
We'll reach full burn in about a minute. What are you going to tell the others?
We have to protect the belt.
That the people with the money to buy this are the same people who would use it against the belt.
Unless we don't sell it. Hear me out. Whatever this is, it could still be everything you need to help the belt. What if we kept it?
As a weapon? Or as a bargaining chip?
Call it what you want, but no one would mess with the OPA if they knew—
The OPA doesn't work that way. It's 100 factions with 1,000 goals. The OPA would tear itself apart over something like this.
Why are you so sure of that? You're talking like an inner.
I'm talking like someone who knows the OPA. Who knows men like Doss and what they do to stay in power.
But the belt may never get a chance like this again. You can't just take that away.
You don't get it. You may have bounced around in zero-G for a while, but you don't understand the belt.
Hey! What don't I understand?
Belt was prepared for the worst.
Belters always look for danger. Broken air filters, leaky reactors, anything that could mean danger. And this... it's a disaster waiting to happen. Think about it. Not like a Martian, but like a Belter. From everything you've seen out here so far, how do you think this really ends for us?
Fuck. You're right. Let's do what we have to do.
Rayan, what are you doing?
See, Baratna? Told you we couldn't trust her. Hand it over. Now! And that?
Arlen, listen to me.
Could hurt the belt.
That is a dangerous weapon. It's already being used by inners against the belt.
That's why I'm gonna sell it to a belter, Sasake. We're headed back to Ceres now.
Damn it, Arlen, you don't understand what you're doing.
You always think you know better than everyone else. That's how you always end up here, yeah?
I don't know what the fuck your plan is, but you can't just take over the ship and throw Drummer in the brig.
No brig. Airlock.
What do you mean? Just got to head back to Ceres and...
Tinsha! How long is the trip to Ceres? Huh? 2 weeks? 3? You want to stay awake the whole time? Until we sell this thing, she'll be trying to take it back. Stubborn Owala. Never knows when she's lost.
Oh my god.
No, there has to be another way.
As long as she's on board, it's still her ship. You think Maya and Virgil will take orders from us while she's around? Even the fucking pilot likes her. No. It's the only way to finish this. Take her to the airlock.
Trust me.
Trust him. I mean, I saved him, right? Maybe he'll save me.
I'm sorry, Cap. For real. I wish I could stop Arlen.
Let me.
Then let me. Give me the gun.
But Ratna's the only reason I'm alive. The only reason I got off Vesta. I can't let you hurt him, but I won't watch you die either.
You want to follow your precious captain so much? Fine!
You son of a bitch! Let me go!
What did you do?
Sabaka nearly bit my ear off. Would have clawed my eyes out next.
Wait! She isn't a part of this.
Okay, so we got one helmet between two people.
Put it on. We can make it to the station and send a distress signal. Hurry.
I'm the one with the bullet in me. You take it.
You'll be fine. We both will.
I can't.
Stop!
I won't let you die.
We don't have time and I won't let you die.
I said I would do anything to help the belt. And nobody can do more for the belt than you.
No! Come on!
Nah, she's
Come
gone,
on!
dude.
Come on! No! Come on! Maya, please. Maya. Oh, Maya.
Well, Well, I didn't expect that to happen. That's Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode. But I'll see you in the next one.